Sirenata. Her name is Sirenata. That ending had me cooking and crying. Instructions. I'm already overwhelmed. I just feel like it's just probably ghetto as hell, and I love it. Hello, Booktube world. It is I, Capri Nicole, and I'm back with another video. So today we're gonna be doing another midnight Moonlight marathon, the MMM series, where I read until midnight. So I actually had a different video planned for this month, but it's not going well. It's the 5-star search video, and I am reading a book that I feel like could potentially be 5 stars because the first one I read, I gave it 5 stars, but it's looking ugly over there, and my currently reading shelf is like off the hinges. And just getting out of February, where I was putting out a lot of content and doing lives with you guys every Sunday, I didn't really have time to like focus on specific books that I was reading for that video. So I just figured I'd plug this one in, and I would also try to accomplish finishing some of the books I'm in the middle of. I'm in the middle of so many books, so this whole video is, I think the first one was like that too. This whole video is going to be me basically focusing on the books I'm currently reading, but I also have a few books that I do want to start. However, let's talk about our TBR. So the first book I have is The Siren's Call. I think I started it in another KU vlog. I have like 2 hours left in that one, so I want to finish that one up. It's straight. I think I'll be able to sit down and like explain to you guys how I feel about it a little bit more in depth after a little bit later. The second book is, I think it's called The Lonely Castle in the Mirror. The Lonely Castle in the Mirror. So I have 4.5 hours left on that. I'm listening to it on audiobook, and I'm really enjoying that one. It's giving very much Narnia vibes. I've heard great things about it. I like the recover, but I like the original cover as well. The original cover kind of gave me like childhood story vibes, but this one is kind of like more YA. It gives me more of a YA feel, but I do like the blues in it, so I'm enjoying that one. And then let's talk about the books I want to get into. So I have been a downloading queen on Kindle. What's new? Gotta support my black indie authors, you know what I'm saying? So I have a few books downloaded, but the ones that I'm gonna focus on is Blood, Flesh, and Magic, which I don't know what it's about really. I don't care. I just saw the cover and I was like, yes, like I need that. So I downloaded that one. And then I also downloaded Fragments of a Falling Star. I think I talked about it in the Sapphic recommendation video, but it's basically following these 2 black female leads. One is looking for a spell to turn back time. I think she's a witch, and she has a spell book that will turn back time, but it's missing pages, and her mother recently passed, so she's like on a mission to find those missing pages in order to turn back time and bring her mother back. And she kind of pairs up with this black pirate who is willing to help her on her journey, and it's kind of following like their love story. I'm really interested in that. I think I'm gonna start with that one. And then the next one that I have is Sweet Nothings and Other Confections. The cover is adorable. It gives me very much Willy Wonka vibes. I don't know what this book is about, but I read another book by this author and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to pick that one up. And it's a little bit on the shorter side, so hopefully I don't end up being in the middle of a million books. I feel like in this video I'll probably finish a few books and then end up being in the middle of a few more books, so I kind of won't accomplish much, but it'll still be an accomplishment because I'll finish the books. But I feel like I'll finish the same amount of books that I'm going to end up starting, so I'm going to end up in the same boat. But you know what, as long as I get those books done, I don't really care. We also have some other things to do, so we're gonna head over to a cafe called The Cream and hang out there so we can just get out of the house and do some reading. The weather has been absolutely garbage. It's been raining all weekend. It's really cold, but yesterday I stayed in all day. I did a lot of filming for content and editing the Sapphic video, which is already up, so if you guys want to check that out, I will link it up here. But yeah, I did a lot of filming for content, and I read a little bit, watched a lot of anime, And now I need to get out of the house because I just want to, like, you know, go to a cute cafe, get some treats and just hang out there all day. My mom's gonna meet with me later when she leaves work, so I'm gonna treat her to some things because, as I told y'all, I've been trying to hang out with my mom. Every time I get paid, I like go somewhere with her. I kind of want to start making her flower arrangements. If anybody knows where I can get that like brown paper that they wrap like flower arrangement wrapping paper, if anyone knows where I can get that, or like what it's called, please let me know, because I be wanting to get her flowers, but I don't like them being in that plastic, you know, wrapping. I want to get her flowers and then like assemble my own flowers for her and put like the ribbons and stuff on it. So I kind of want to find some stuff to be able to do that every time I go out with her. So if anyone knows where I can get like the wrapping paper for like flower arrangements that is not plastic and ugly, let me know. Okay, so there's that. So we're gonna go to the cafe, hang out over there. And I also bought the template from, I think her name is the Book Hoarder, Allie the Book Hoarder or something like that. No, like hardback hoarder, I think. I know her name is Allie, but I'm trying to remember what her channel name is. She has these amazing templates that a lot of booktubers and creators use to track their reading for the year, and I wanted to join. So she has one that's like a 5-year plan. They're really inexpensive. I don't know anything about Excel. I'm not good with Excel, so I ended up buying that. So I want to input all of my information for that to see how we're doing so far. And it'll be cool to look back at like 5 years and just see like what my progress has been. God willing, I need to update my book wish list on Amazon. As I told you guys, this year I'm not buying any books from Amazon. I'm only buying books from other online indie shops, which I recently just bought 3 books from Thrift Books. So y'all probably will see that in another video. But anyway, my boyfriend asked me to update my book wish list because he's really the main one who goes on there and like buys me books like randomly. So I need to update that, and I need to like just add new books and stuff like that because I have plenty of new books that I would like to buy. So I have to do that. I also need to pick up Lore of the Wilds, which is the March read for my book club on Fable called Our Island. It's the book we're reading. All of the islanders are slowly getting their books in, borrowing it from Libby, and just ready to read. So I really want to join them. I'm excited to pick that one up. I think it came out like 3 days ago. I also need to make a grocery list and go grocery shopping today at some point. And because I'm gonna be up all day, and I think Walmart closes at like 11 or something like that, I'm probably just gonna end up going like a little bit later. I hate going when there's a whole bunch of people. I don't like being around a lot of people. I usually go like as soon as stores open where there's like no one in there, because I just don't like a lot of people being around me. But nevertheless, head that way. I might actually end up starting to cook just so tomorrow I can have a chiller day, because tomorrow I'm going to be going back into the gym, restarting. Child, February was rough with as far as like busyness, but it was a fun month, but it was just very hectic. So we'll be starting back in the gym tomorrow, and I'm also doing my taxes tomorrow. So I just kind of want to have that free day to where I'm not cooking. So I'm going to try to focus on cooking tonight, and since I'm staying up late, you know, I have an audiobook. If anything, I can just like pop the audiobook in and start cooking for the week. Oh, I wanted to start studying Korean again. I really miss studying. I feel like life has gotten in the way of things that are really important to me. I tried to like find like small things last year to make me happy and just like not let work completely take over my life, because there's so much more to life than work, and the years fly by and you don't even realize it. It's been a minute since I've studied Korean, and I really just miss it. All of my books have been absolutely collecting dust. Like, I just want to get back into it. It was a part of one of my New Year's resolutions to study during the weekend. So I need to bring some of my books. I might just start with the online courses that me and Mochi used to use, like when I first started learning, and maybe like tap into one of like my workbooks for like an hour or so. And I'm signing up for a coding class, so I also have to do that. It's just a lot of stuff going on, but for the most part, I just want to go to the cafe, just hang out over there, get everything done, and yeah, hang out with you guys until midnight. So I think it's gonna be fun. I'm well rested. I got my full 8 hours, and I'm refreshed, I'm showered, I'm ready to try some snacks at this little cafe and hang out with you guys. So I will see you in the next clip. Okay, bye. Yo, look at this. Look it. Oh, I have to focus. It looks so cool.
I can't believe I fell for your schemes. I'm smarter than that. And I used to believe that with me you're a changed man. Foolish of me to compete when you cheat with loose women. It took me some time, but now I moved on. Because I realize I got myself. That's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. And it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. And it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Controlling and you say that you love me, but you don't. Your family told me one day I would see it on my own. Next thing I know.
Alright. This is mine.
Okay, send me a picture.
This is mommy's. Okay.
It's not so raggy.
Alright, this is. Whoa, steamy. I should have like dressing or something. How cute.
Conglomerate.
About to be over with.
I'm gonna be my own best friend. I be myself. I know that I will never find myself. As if you feel me, help me sing it out. I'm sitting with you. You hurt me, but I learned a lot along the way. After all the rain, you'll see the sun come out again. I be myself. I know that I will never disappoint myself. I'm crying. All the ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out. You heard me, but I learned a lot along the way. After all the rain, you'll see the sun come out again. I'm ready to pull up on you. I'm ready to do what I do. Baby, what you wanna do? Shoot your shot 'cause I'm bulletproof.
Listen, wait me back.
Love it up, do. Baby, what you wanna do? I'm ready to pull up on you. I'm ready to do what I do. This type shit have you wildin'. Last minute shit to the highlights. Drip, drip, drip when you slide it. Drip, 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 baby, ride it. Don't hesitate when you take a vision twice, like it. Making up a date for you. Sweet little nigga when you bite it. Can't just keep talking about it. We've been too talking about it. Can't just be cautious about it. I wanna hug you right. Take me for a ride, boy. Show me your outside, boy. Know it's been a while, boy. I wanna hug you right. I wanna drive you crazy. Pull up and tell me, baby. Fucking it up like Lucy Days. Ain't no way then but some maybes. Don't be wrapped in that shit like you lazy. I need you to roll up in that shit like you skating. Ain't a hold up on that shit, I hate waiting. Shoot your shot and be patient. This type shit have you wildin'. Last minute trips to the highlands. Drip, drip, drip when you slide it. Drip, 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 baby, ride it. Don't hesitate when you vision twice, like it. Making up a date for you. Sweet little nigga when you bite it. Can't just keep talking about it. We've been too talking about it. Can't just be cautious about it. I wanna hug you right. Take me for a ride, boy. Show me your outside, boy. Know it's been a while, boy. I wanna hug you right. Oh yeah, you know you tried on time. Let you bring it to me, try one lie. No, I need it more than just one time, 2 times, a few times. You know that I need to live it right on time. Baby, bring it to me, try one lie. Put it in overtime, overdrive.
Dímelo, turn me round, treat me like a watch, bust me down. On the kitchen floor, right on that towel. It's my and I want it now. Ow. Tell me how you want it. Put me on my back, on my stomach. Baby, let me go like a stupid. I can do it all. I can play suck a watermelon to a straw. So you eat every other day, you make me there. Come take me out, just move there. I be waiting on you some more. You ready to down low like bombs to red room. Nothing but a roll in your house. I wanna put these pretty cute toes in your mouth. Send news to your phone while you working. You gotta see it first. You don't know.
Okay, so this is the last thing I have to put together. I lost a nail, but it's okay. I have mixed salad, basically mainly arugula. I have an orange. I have walnuts. I have goat cheese. I also have the onions. This is gonna be my salad. I really wanted cherry with this. I wanted cherries and oranges in my salad, but I couldn't find cherries. So it is what it be. Orange, walnuts, goat cheese, and the onion crisps. That's gonna be the salad for this week. And then I can update you guys because I just finished the book like 10 minutes ago. Okay. So, let me take my glasses off. So I just finished cooking everything for the week for me and my boyfriend. And I think the only thing I didn't cook was my dinner, but I think it's a sushi bowl. So I'm supposed to make it every night. Why am I so low? So I'm supposed to like assemble it every night. And while I was cooking and while I was grocery shopping, I listened to the audiobook, and now I have finished 2 books. I finished The Siren's Call while I was at the coffee shop. I stayed there for a really long time. I was probably there for like 4 hours. Well, maybe like 3 or 4 hours before my mom got there. I finished, is it The Mirror in the Lonely Castle? The Lonely Castle in the Mirror. Okay, so let's chat. So the first one that I finished was The Siren's Call. And I started reading this in a KU vlog, and I think I updated y'all a good chunk on this book. But it's basically following the main character, child. Her name is Sirenarda. Her name is Sirenata. And she's a siren. Like, her name is Sirenata. Like, I can't get over that. But anyway, and she's basically half siren, half warlock. I think her father is a warlock and her mother is a siren. But the witches and the sirens have beef. They don't like each other. And honestly, the witches kind of have a reason not to like the sirens, because the sirens kind of got obsessed and addicted with like their power over men and started draining them of life. And it kind of put like a spotlight on the fact that there were other mystical creatures within the world, because it is set in our world, but it's like other people don't know about the werewolves and the vampires and all these things that are happening behind the scenes. So yeah, the witches got pissed about that because all the sirens were running around sleeping with a whole bunch of human men and draining them of life, like taking their life from them and basically turning them into like dried up corpses. So the witches got pissed about that and was saying like, listen, y'all doing too much. So then a whole war started, and just basically the witches and the sirens do not get along. Basically, essentially what the issue is. But her mother and father ended up falling in love. Her mother was a siren and her father was a warlock, and that's basically like a forbidden situation, like hell no. And then they had her, so she's like half siren, half warlock, and that's like basically an abomination. There's no one else that is half and half, so they're kind of like after her. But she didn't know that she was a siren, so she's kind of like finding all this stuff out from her friend. His name is Malachi, and they kind of just like club together and are like friends that have like a little bit of like flirtation going on. He's also a merman. He's also a siren, but he's like the male version of the siren, which I think is like our merman. And he's basically been protecting her entire life and looking after her, because his family is protecting her because she doesn't have her mother to protect her, whatever. So basically he ends up telling her everything about her past, about her history, about who she is, and she just basically running amok through the city, flocking around and jumping on any eggplant that she can. She doesn't listen to anyone, and she's putting herself in harm's way, basically because she's such a powerful siren, and she had this awakening after being like assaulted by these druggies in the street, which is something I mentioned before. This author did leave a page where it gave you the option to either read this essay scene or to skip it, and I skipped it, and I just thought that was like so unique. I've never seen a KU book or a regular book, anything like that, do that before, and I think it should be normalized. But anyway, yeah, she had this awakening. Now she's coming into her power, but she's like too powerful and she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. So she's kind of just like addicted to, I guess I want to say she's just like super in heat, because like this is following sirens, but it kind of gives the vibe of like werewolves, where it's like they have betas, they have alphas, they're in heat, and like she's just like jumping on any man available and also draining them of their life. And Malachi is basically telling her the whole time, like, you gotta lay low, we have too much going on, like if the witches figure out that you're doing this, they're gonna track you down. She does not listen. Like, the whole book is just her apologizing and running off and doing the next worst thing she could possibly do. That's what the whole book is. Like, literally nothing really happened. I was like 65% in and I'm like, what happened? Because really this was her going from place to place doing stupid shit, more stupid shit, and them trying to, because his brother ended up joining, and then them trying to bring her to different cities to try to protect her. Like, baby, they were started in Chicago and Texas, and like they were jumping New Orleans, like all over the world trying to protect this girl. And every city she went to, she did something stupid. But nevertheless, I was like, okay, I got like 2 hours left. I was this close to DNFing, but I'm just like, okay, I got like 2 hours left, let me just finish the damn book. So it did get more interesting when she got to New Orleans because more characters were introduced. She kind of got more comfortable in her power, and there also is a love triangle between the brothers, which was a time to be had. That was definitely a time to be had, and that was a good chunk of like the interesting points. Yeah, the ending was very fast paced. Yeah, like I said, it just feels like very werewolf-like. It feels like more like werewolf vibes where there's alphas, there's betas, there's this, there's that. Let me see if I wrote any notes. So I said that the love triangle between Malachi, who is like her friend and she's been around him her whole life, and his brother Demetrius gives very much like, I don't know, Malachi kind of just seems like this, like, he just feels like this character that's really whiny. Like, he's just always around. It gives very much like Go Home Roger vibes. Like, he's just always there and always like, but I love you, but like, bro. And then his brother Demetrius don't really say anything, and he kind of just like low-key in the cut. And I just was like really feeling his introduction because I liked him more than his brother. But overall it was straight. Like, this there was a few typos, but obviously it's an indie book, so it's like, what do you expect? And this author loved her some exclamation points. Like, everything had an exclamation point, everything was exclamation. But it wasn't terrible, it wasn't trashy, I didn't have a bad time reading it. But I kind of was just like, okay, what are we doing? Because it just kind of felt repetitive. Like, she kept doing the same things over and over and over again, and it felt way too long. Like, it should have been, if it was way shorter and had like that fast-paced ending, I would have given it like a 3.5. But overall, I give it like a 3. It was straight. It was straight. It wasn't terrible. I didn't hate my time, but it was fine. Now, The Lonely Castle, and is it The Lonely Castle in the Mirror? We got 1 hour left. You know, surprisingly, this is going well. How much do we have? What's it called? The Lonely Castle in the Mirror. So this one, oh my god, I love this so much. I kept seeing everyone talk about this book like a year or so ago, and it just sounds so interesting to me. It's been collecting dust on my TBR for quite some time, but I saw that my library had it available. And like I told y'all, I had like 4 hours left in the audiobook because I've been listening to it at work. And that ending had me cooking and crying. Just cooking and crying because, wow, like, the ending, the way the book tied up, like all of those reveals in the end, when I thought it was going to go one direction, it actually went in a different, because I thought I knew what was going on, and I actually ended up being right. But it was leaning to, it was like letting you believe it was going in one direction and went completely different. And I like, okay, let me actually talk to y'all about what this book is about, because I'm trying to be vague and not spoil anything. But yeah, so this one is following these characters that are in Japan, and all of them are being bullied or experiencing bullies or having hardships in their life. And they all have this one night where a mirror that's near them basically comes to life and allows them a passage, like giving very much Narnia, Wayward Children vibes. So they go through the mirror and they end up being in this castle, and there's this girl there with a wolf mask on, and she says like, oh, welcome to the castle, we're gonna be here for the next year, you guys are gonna be together for the next year, and your mission is to find the key in the house, and if you find the key in the house, then I'll grant you one wish, but if I grant you one wish, then you'll forget everything that happened in the castle. And as time goes on, they all get to know each other. They slowly start opening up about their real lives, and they all have rooms that are catered to like their personalities and things that they like. And it's just the friendships that were built and the closeness that was built, while also still showing their lives in the alternate universe. It really just showed one character's life the whole time until like 80% in, then we got the rest of the characters' backstories. But it was just so well done. And I do want to say that this book is the perfect example of a parent being very much present in the book. I feel like when I first joined BookTube, a lot of readers would complain like, where are the parents? Like, it would be things that are happening with like in YA or young adult that was like contemporary style, and the parents kind of would just be like twiddling their thumbs on the couch, and it's just like, that's not how most parents are. So it kind of would be like these kids would be doing all this crazy stuff or whatever, saving the world or whatever, and their parents would be nowhere to be seen. But in this book, I feel like her mom was very much present, but not like in an overbearing way, or where I felt like she was in the book too much. Like, I felt like it was a perfect balance of like, there is an adult present. Like, I feel like a lot of YA books, the adults would be there but like not really be parents, and that was the issue a lot of readers had reading YA back in the day. But this book did a really good job with having the parents be present. It was just, and even just like adults in general, because the teachers too, but it just was like the teachers and the parents and everything, they were very much present. Like, they weren't like in the background while the kids were running amok. But man, talk about heartbreak and a phenomenal ending. Like, you know, I was enjoying it. I was thinking, you know, I'll give it a 4-star, but that ending, that last like 25% of the book, wow. Like, I literally was in there chopping up food and tearing up. I just kept saying wow, wow, wow. And just like more and more and more and more and more things kept getting revealed in the end, where I just was like, this is crazy. Like, this is a perfect way to end this damn book. Like, it was so well done. And you know what? Books that go through passages to another world are gonna eat every time. Like, they're really gonna eat every time. And I really loved it. I really just, it was so magical, but like a warm hug, and heartbreaking, and none of the characters meshed together. Like, they all felt unique in their own way, and it just was, I really enjoyed it. And I really want a physical copy. Listen to the audiobook of this one, and I think the audiobook was pretty well done, so I would recommend listening to the audiobook. But yeah, so we have 2 books done. I was gonna start another KU book, but I started reading this chunker, y'all. So I also read 50 pages for this book. You will see this video at the end of the month, but started that one. And then I had opened up Sweet Nothings and Other Confections or something like that, but my mom had got there, so then I just like kind of hung out with her and ate, and we chit-chatted. But I have like an hour left for this little marathon, and I'm thinking I'm going to get into, I want to get into Sweet Nothings and Other Confections. Like, I was debating between the 3 books because I really wanted to start all of them, because I'm just so greedy and I can't be controlled. Like, I'm so greedy, like, it's ridiculous. But I think I'm gonna spend the next hour reading Sweet Nothings and Other Confections, because that's the shortest one out of the books that I wanted to read. So I feel like at least if I start this one, I'll be able to finish it, I don't want to say in a reasonable time, because nothing is reasonable about my current reads. I'm still really excited to read the other books, so we'll see how it goes. But I am going to spend the next hour listening to reading Sweet Nothings and Other Confections. And honestly, I'm doing really well. I don't feel tired. I feel energized. I feel fine. And I think it's because I was well rested. I spent the whole day reading and just doing stuff. And tomorrow, I'm gonna have to do adulting things. I still have to make my template. I still have to do my template. So before I close, I think I'll close it tomorrow, but I'll do my template with you guys in the morning, and then I'll close the vlog and then talk about this book. Today was like a really nice chill day, and tomorrow I have to do my taxes. So I hate being an adult. I hate it. I really do hate it. But I'm gonna go. I will see you guys in the next clip, okay? Bye. Okay, y'all, so as you know, let me take these glasses off. As you know, I'm only reading fantasy books this year, and even though this book is tagged as fantasy on Goodreads, it doesn't give me very much fantasy. So I think I'm gonna pick up Fragments of a Fallen Star instead. So this one is following, I believe it's like set in a world of like Bridgerton, like Regency era, and her family asks her to marry someone and she doesn't want to marry them, so now she has like this fake marriage going on. And I think she's also a confectionist, like she makes candy and cakes and stuff like that, but it doesn't feel fantasy to me. Like there's no witches. Well, not that I know of. I don't know what makes this fantasy, because like magic isn't mentioned, witches and stuff aren't mentioned. So I'm gonna put this one down, and I'm gonna start Fragments of a Fallen Star instead. And later on I might check the Goodreads and see if anyone mentions like magic or witches or whatever, where I can like squeeze this in to be like a fantasy romance. But it's not giving fantasy to me, so we gonna move on to the next book. Okay. Am I zoomed in? Okay. All right, y'all. We have made it to 12 o'clock, as you can see, and I will give you more coherent thoughts in the morning, because as I was bragging about how I wasn't that tired and I was doing good, the second that I got in this bed, I knew it was a mistake. I had like an hour, 30 minutes to read, and I was definitely, a couple of them blinks was a little bit too long. But alas, I did not fall asleep. But I will tell y'all more in the morning. I think I'm going to update my wish list, do the template, and then I'll update you guys on the final book, and we'll close the vlog in the morning, okay? So I will see y'all in the next clip, okay? Bye. Instructions. I'm already overwhelmed. I'm sure it's simple, but I just thought it would just open to the Excel sheet and that would be it. But apparently I have to use my brain cells. So, espérate, por favor. Oh God, what did I just do? Okay, so I thought that this was only going to be one template. This girl has like 50 different templates on here. They're all optional, but talk about thorough. And this was only like $10, bro. Like, she has one for goals, for books read, yearly stats, bookshelf titles, monthly stats, the years side by side, the months side by side, like, and it just keeps going. And you can change and delete some of these or update it to track specific things that you want to. She has instructions that explains like how to add new sections if it's specific things you want to add on to. And anytime she updates the actual spreadsheet, she usually sends out an email. Like if you want an option for getting that update, that's there too. But I just want to put my little 12 books out on read, actually 13 now, my little books that I read this year in a spreadsheet. So I'm just going to keep it simple with whatever the reads were for the past few months. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but it'll be nice to spend a day just editing and getting comfortable with this. This is the only page that I want to fill out right now. So I'm going to fill everything out here, and then I will update my wish list on Amazon.
cut your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out?
I like that she has a subgenre option because obviously I'm only reading fantasy this year, but all the fantasy I've read have all had different types of vibes, like cozy fantasy, fantasy romance, historical fantasy, like, you know, it just, they all feel different, so I'm glad that there is a subgenre option. Looking good, looking good. I can't really, I shouldn't probably show you guys the titles because some of the books are for other videos, so I'll just show you this. Look how clean it looks. I don't think I need pins, but don't know. $9. See, I was gonna pick this up, but everybody so far has been hating it, so I don't think I want to put myself through that. But look, Walmart got the shiny sprayed edges. I was actually just looking at this book. I think I added this book to my wish list, but I might get it here because they have like really pretty edges. Can't really see it, but it's like shiny. I was trying to see if they had Lore of the Wilds, but doesn't look like they do. I might have to try Target. Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, I wanted to read this. Oh, the new cover is so fucking ugly. I really want to read this. I might grab this. Damn, paperbacks are $17 now. Do y'all see that? $17 for damn paperback. Child, this shit used to be like $7, $8. But for sure. Should I do it? Comment down below if you guys want me to do this for a sleepover video. Oh my god, I could see myself being pissed about this book. I don't even know if I want to spend my money on this. It's only $13 though, so maybe. Look at this. Goon with the Spoon. Why do I low-key want to get this? Like, it's binded though. I can't even see what the... I can't see what's inside of it. It's binded up. I just feel like it's just probably ghetto as hell and I love it. What's Five Nights at Freddy's? I keep seeing these characters, but I don't understand. I thought it was like a knockoff, like Chuck E. Cheese. Poor Brittany. What's his hardcover? Okay, y'all. I'm at Target, and I was like losing my mind looking for this book. The whole time it's right there. Literally, it's next to that horrible ass book. We're gonna pretend she just not. Just keep her out of frame, but there she is. There she is. Look at that. Oh, look at that cover. Oh my god. And I just got this book from Walmart. It was cheaper at Walmart. I think it was like 18. Was it $18 at Walmart? And they got the same little sprayed edges. See, and they got the same sprayed edges. But we got her. Y'all. Alright. Good. They got a pretty good little selection. But why they make us walk all the way back here for these damn books? Like, this is a long ass walk. This is the back of the damn store. They said the bookworms be sitting down and reading too much. Y'all need to get out the house and we gonna make y'all walk. But they got a pretty good selection here. Look at Heartstopper. Damn, I don't remember these books being this thick. Good lord, what the hell is this? Damn. Was Heartstopper always this damn big? What the hell? I've only read the first one, I think. Oh, they just keep getting bigger. Wow, look at that. Yeah, no. I think I only read the first one. I don't even think I read the second one. But damn, these are huge. I low-key want to get the other ones though. This is a really cute little... Aww. Cute little series. Oh wow, this is beautiful. I need to look real close at this one. Come on, focus. Look how pretty it is. Oh my god. Look at the back. Period. Look. Radio Silence has a new cover. This is one of my favorite books. Mochi got me a copy of this, but this is a different cover, and I actually really like this cover. Very cute. Very cute. Winter. Never heard about this book. Oh, okay. Let me close the vlog. All right, so we have the goods. I actually really want to take this sticker off because it is aggravating me, and I don't want to look at it anymore. It needs to go. Okay, so just here to close the vlog. So I got the goods and I will start reading this today. I'm really excited to pick this one up. The cover is so gorgeous. The Islanders have already started. Like, they couldn't even wait. We're only 3 days into month. They already like deep into the book. Like, it doesn't seem like it's that long. Let me see how many pages we got. A little over 300 pages. So like 320, maybe like 320, 330 pages. So it's not too long, but this cover is so gorgeous. And the Islanders that have already started reading it really are enjoying it, so I'm excited. And the back says, an abandoned library with a deadly enchantment, a fey lord who will do anything to get in, a brave human woman, a collector of stories willing to risk it all for a taste of knowledge and power. I'm really excited about this. I'm thinking it's gonna be a 5-star, but I don't want to have my hopes up too high just from the synopsis and the cover alone. But I'm really excited about this one. And it has like a little bit of like a rainbow thing going on with the title, if you guys can see. Like, it kind of has that, you know, that little glare. So beautiful. I'm so excited for this. I got this book. I also picked up A Fate Inked in Blood. I don't know what the hell this book is about, but I've seen a couple of people review it and they really enjoyed it. I checked on Goodreads. It has great reviews, and I just love the shiny blue glitter sprayed edges. You know what I'm saying? So I had to pick this up. Like, I just love blue. I just love the blue in it. It just very beautiful. Like, the sprayed edges having glitter in it, they ate with this one. Like, you guys can't really see it, but the glitter is really profound in this book. I'm really excited about this one. I'll see if I can give y'all a little bit of a synopsis. Okay, it says, a shield maiden blessed by the gods battled to unite a nation under a power-hungry king, while fighting her growing desire for his fiery son in this Norse-inspired fantasy romance. So it's a fantasy romance, and she falls for the prince. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm excited. I think the cover eats. It's definitely giving Lady Gaga. Like, she really looks like Lady Gaga to me. Does she not look like Lady Gaga to y'all? But the cover eats. I have glitter sprayed edges, and I'm happy about that. And I also picked up this little notebook. It says, if y'all can see, it says Thoughts of Sorts. And it has flowers on the edges. And I grabbed this one because I want to start writing down what animes that I've watched and finished. I want to start from the beginning. I think the first time I started like really watching anime was like 6 years ago. And I think I started with Sailor Moon, and then I watched Cardcaptor Sakura, and then I watched this witch. It was like a witch one that I really liked. I know she was young and she didn't have like very strong magical powers. There it is. This one. The Little Witch Academia. I loved this one. I loved this one so much. So that was when I really just like went full-fledged. Because like Sailor Moon was straight. Cardcaptor Sakura was very cute. But the Little Witch Academia, that one got me locked in, because then I started Hunter x Hunter, and then it just started spiraling from there. So Promise Neverland. So I want to write down all of the animes that I've watched, and I want to, like, I don't know, like, not review them, but like write little notes of how I felt about them, and put like my stars in here, because I do usually track my anime on the anime list, but sometimes they separate it weird, and I don't like that. I just wish they had it by, they have it separated by the season instead of just having it as a whole for the whole, like, you know what I'm saying, the whole show. They have the same show separated by the season, and I don't like that. I just wish it was all together and you could just track it like that. But I do want to physically like write down my own stuff. I'm old school. I like writing things down in my notebooks, you know what I'm saying. I know we have all these apps and all these websites and stuff to track it, but I want to physically write it. So I got this cute little notebook, and yeah, so I finished we finished 2 books. We updated the little template, we studied a little bit, we got some new books, and we had a 4-star read in here. I didn't get to start any of the books that I had downloaded on Kindle, but this vlog was only supposed to be for one day, so I don't want to hold y'all, and I can't read until midnight tonight because I have to work tomorrow, so that's not even a possibility. I just want to hang out and chill before I have to go into another work week. But yeah, I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. I was struggling that last hour. I think as soon as I get in the bed, that's when everything falls apart. But it was a fun vlog. I was happy to hang out with you guys, but I need to stop stalling and do my taxes, or at least start doing them. So yeah, I was gonna read for like 30 minutes and then update you guys after that, but no, the time is now, sister. It's time to at least start. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, please leave this emoji right here in the comment section below, so I know you made it to the end. Let me know what's the latest you've read a book. Like, even if it's something that you binged or you stayed up late to read unexpectedly, what is the latest you stayed up to read a book? Let me know in the comment section below. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you guys next time, okay? Bye.